Hey guys, my name is Matt, and fun fact about me, if you guys didn't know, I have a mustache. Thank you. It's actually kind of like a fitting look for me because I'm actually a firefighter and a paramedic full time, so it's kind of a good look. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I just do it for the free drugs mostly. No, I'm a firefighter, and the mustache is a good look for that. Some people can actually guess that I'm a firefighter, like from the mustache, which is kind of cool. Some people can actually guess that. Most people guess cop or gay, so that's usually. You guys are like gay. Yeah, that's the gay one. No, I like the look. I like the mustache. My girlfriend likes my mustache, which is pretty cool. My girlfriend's actually a nurse, which is, yeah. She's a real hero. No, she's a nurse, and I was actually talking to her about that recently. I was like, hey, like, you're a nurse, right? We should, like spice things up and, like, do some role play, right? Like, I could be, like, a patient. You're the nurse that's, like, taking care of me, right? And we did that, and it was actually really hot. She gave me applesauce laced with ketamine. And she cleaned me up when I shit myself, so that was... that was really hot. No, I am a paramedic, though, and I drive an ambulance a lot. We do a lot of medical calls, and driving an ambulance is kind of like driving an Uber, kind of. It's like an Uber, but you can only take people to the hospital, and instead of giving people, like, free bottled water, you can give them opiates. We don't even have like water to get people on an ambulance. So sometimes I have patients who are like, "Hey man, like I'm really thirsty. Can I please have something to drink?" And it's like, "Well, I can't give you water, but you ever tried fentanyl before? That's a lot cooler than water." Deal with a lot of fun stuff on an ambulance, a lot of interesting things. We have a lot of old people call 911. Old people have shitty bodies. Old people, they have medical emergencies all the time. It's like their favorite shit. Old people, man. Having medical emergencies, watching infomercials, and being racist. That's like the top 3 for an old person. You guys are all thinking about your grandparents now, right? Like, yeah, he's right. No, we had this old lady call us recently. It was like 2 a.m. This lady calls us. We all show up to this lady's house. We get woken up. We said, "Ma'am, what's going on tonight? Why'd you call 911? And she said, "Well, I called you guys because I'm feeling very weak and I feel very tired." Go to bed. It's bedtime. What are we doing here? I'm tired too. Dumb bitch. No, we deal with really weird stuff. We had this kid call us one time, this teenager. He smoked a bunch of weed, and he thought his parents were plotting to kill him. So we called 911. That must have been some good shit he was smoking, right? Like, can you imagine talking to your dealer and being like, "Hey, man, like, is this weed strong?" It's like, "You'll need an ambulance." Yeah. Yeah, it's an indica, and you'll be hospitalized, so just be ready for that. I get it, though. Like, weed is, like, unbelievably strong. You know, like, I remember the last time that I ever smoked, I was with a bunch of my friends. We were eating a pizza. It was one of, like, the square cut pizzas where every piece is, like a square. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I was eating one of those pieces in the middle, so there's, like, no crust on the edges. And I like the pieces with crust on them, you know? And I was, like, super high, and I was like, they should make a pizza where every piece has crust on it. There was a long silence before somebody was like, "You mean like triangles?" So I don't hang out with those guys anymore. I went to a Catholic school. Anybody else raised Catholic here? Any Catholics? Okay, all right. A couple people with sad childhoods. That's good. Me too. I was in Catholic school for a long time, 10 years. And people love to make jokes like, "Oh, you went to Catholic school. Did your priest fuck you? Did your priest fuck you in Catholic school?" It's like, no, my priest didn't fuck me in Catholic school, okay? My priest was a bottom, so... lucky. I was in Catholic school for a long time, and when you start to get older in Catholic school, you start to ask your priests more like hard-hitting questions, you know, and they didn't like that very much, you know. I remember one time I was talking to one of my priests, and we were asking, we're like, hey, like you guys always say that God loves everyone, so why can't we have gay people? What's wrong with that? And the priest, he thought about it for a little bit, and he was like, how about you shut the fuck up? How about that? I think he broke character. No, when I finished Catholic school, I was in the military. I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years. I didn't serve in the military for any like patriotic reasons. I was just stupid. You know? I just can't do math. That's how they get you. They see a kid like sweating coming out of Algebra 2, and they're like, I got a job for you, buddy. You look like you're good at digging holes. And I was. No, one of the benefits of being in the military is when you get out of the military, you can get veterans health care, VA health care. It's from the government. And when I got out of the military, I went to the VA and I told them, you know, hey, I have some problems like my knees. They hurt all the time. So I don't know if I get like some disability or some benefits for that. And the VA, they ran some tests. And the VA, they come back. They said, okay, you said your knees hurt. We ran some tests. Turns out they don't. So... you have nothing. How about that? That's good. I did go to the doctor recently. I found out that I'm allergic to gluten, which is like bread and grain, stuff like that. So I now have to eat a gluten-free diet. Yeah, there's actually a medical term for what I have. It's called being a fucking loser. That's what my doctor told me it was called. I found out what I have. It's called celiac disease, and technically it's an autoimmune disease. And like I was so bummed out when I found out about it. And I was like talking to a buddy of mine. I was like, yeah, man, I just found out that I have an autoimmune disease. Like that sucks, right? My buddy was like, oh, no kidding. Yeah, I have an uncle who has an autoimmune disease. Yeah, he's got this thing called mast cell myocarditis. Yeah, his heart is like attacking itself. So he needs like a heart transplant, and he doesn't really have very much left to live right now. But anyways, what do you have? What do you? I was like, I can't eat bagels anymore. You don't have like 2 kinds of cereal, so that kind of sucks. I had a birthday recently. I turned 26. Thank you. It's not a great birthday, right? 26. It's not really a milestone there, you know. Like 16, you can drive. 21, you can drink. 26, you can go fuck yourself, you know. I got a really weird gift from my dad for my birthday this year. He gave me a jar of coins. It was like a big jug full of coins, and he was like, yeah, there's like probably like $100 in there, so you know. Happy birthday. I was like, so I gotta go to fucking Coinstar now? That's the gift? I have to run an errand? You know how embarrassing it is to go to Coinstar? Dude, it's always at a grocery store, like right where you check out, so it looks like I can't pay for my food. I have to shake coins out in front of strangers? Like, what the fuck? I was walking up to a store that had a Coinstar in it, and I was like, dude, like, this is so embarrassing. Like, I can't even do this. And I'm walking up to the store, and I see a homeless guy sitting right in front of the store. And I said, you know what? Perfect. I'm just going to give these things away. I walk up to this homeless guy. I said, look, man, I got this jar of coins. There's, like, probably $100 in it. I just want you to have it. And I'll always remember the homeless guy. He was, like, amazed. And he looked at the jar of coins. And he looked back at me, and he was like, so I got to go to fucking Coinstar now, dude? Are you serious? What the fuck? You guys, thank you so much. I'm Matt Michalski. You guys have been great. Thank you very much, guys.